What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Monday, by the way. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to the week. It's a lot of news today, so let's jump right into it. We got a Plarium little news drop here right above my head. There's going to be a progressive event tomorrow, October 1st, and it will feature a couple of pretty good champions here, especially for live arena, for example. First, we got Sun Wukong here. Spirit Affinity login champion was way back when. It's also part of the promo code Monkey King. I don't know if it's still active. I think it is still active, but probably the best login champion you can probably pick up for free right when you start the game. A2 definitely pumps a lot of damage, and then he has the really nice versatile strip and block buffs here. Great aura as well for the arena. Great champion overall. I use him a lot in live arena. After that, we have Shadowkin Harima. Probably one of the best defense-based damage dealers in the game. I do have her. I use her basically super frequently. I have her 6-star on one account, and I'm going to 6-star her on my other account. And yeah, she's just really good. She's good in Hydra, good in Arena as well. Builds up her defense here, reduces defense as well. And then her passive makes her insanely good with the 50% reduction to ignore defense effects. So very good champion as well. Moving on, we do have Bambus. Bambus sticks out to me. Bambus sticks out to me because he was one of those champions that I built fully with books and everything, and I totally regret it because he's not really good enough to be used in my opinion. Obviously, there's been some teams with him that are really good. He's really synergized off of his increased duration, for example. He brings the A1 decreased speed. But honestly, yeah, I don't think he's super great. I wouldn't be too happy to pick up another one, to be honest, unless it fills out my faction wars. He has a really interesting passive here that you probably should ignore because it doesn't really do anything too relevant, in my opinion. Super fast base speed, which makes him a little bit easier to build, but not a great champion, in my opinion. But sometimes I'm kind of wrong on that. But moving on, we have, what is it, the Shadowkin here. We have a Tatsu. So Tatsu here, she is part of the Mikage fusion, so if you guys need her for that. Otherwise, I don't think she's particularly interesting or worth investing in. She was I think a winner-take-all training event prize way back in the day. So pretty cool to see. But she's up for grabs if you guys are still building Mikage. In terms of voids, we have some interesting voids here. Very targeted to Hydra. So we got Suzanne the Valorious, very good for those Trunda teams. Can give Trunda extra turns so that she can blow people up. Great arena aura as well. And she's just generally a pretty good champion, actually. Decreased speed, increased speed, bunch of buffs here with the instant turn effect, and then the A1 block active skills, which is actually really good. Yeah, 110 base speed, very nice champion. And then after that, we have the queen herself from the Shadowkins, the Yumiko here. Yumiko with the reset and lockout ability on one kit, very insanely good. And she, of course, is the busted champ to pair with Trunda to give Trunda incredible busted damage. But yeah, I don't have a Yumiko, I have a Trunda, and I do tiny amounts of damage relative to having a Yumiko. So she is probably one of the, she's one of the key parts for sure. And yeah, she's up for grabs as well. So actually, the interesting part about all this is that there's actually nothing going on tomorrow. So if you look at the calendar, starting on Tuesday, there's actually no training event, no summon event, no nothing. It's actually kind of interesting why they would just place a naked 15x progressive event in the middle of the week, or at the beginning of the week. Usually we have it during CVC or something, but there's actually nothing going on, which is kind of interesting. I think it's probably worth mentioning. I think maybe something pops up tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe something pops up tomorrow. Could it be something like a deck of something? I don't know. That's my first thought. Deck of Fate. Could it be? But I would think that they would put it in the schedule by now, but you never know. It could just also be just a naked 15x progressive event, giving people something to do in the beginning of the week, maybe, since people aren't very hyped about the fusion at all. Plarium did give us basically the schedule for the next 2 weeks. They gave us the schedule for next 2 weeks already. And honestly, it doesn't really feel like they could really shoehorn a Deck of Fate anywhere, really. I guess they could do it. They could do it tomorrow and then have the Deck of Fate end like with a summon boost. They could have it end just before the champion chase, maybe, like right here, like these 3 days. It's really hard to say. But if it doesn't happen tomorrow, I can't see it happening next, like the week after. So that means they're going to leave the Deck of Fate until the last 10 days of the Asgard Divide. So for example, if we pull up like the calendar here, if the Geo-Boehm fusion ends on the 14th here, on the Monday, the Asgard Divide is going to end on the Thursday. So the only weekend that makes sense for the Deck of Fate is 17, 18, 19, is this day, 18, 19, 20. Because they're not going to put it here at the end of the Asgard Divide. So this would be the weekend for Freya's Deck of Fate if you guys were still planning to do that. I think most of you guys are probably looking forward to that because you guys are not looking forward to the fusion, that's for sure. So most of you guys are probably going to be skipping the next 2 weeks. That gives you guys a little bit of time to prep for the Freya Deck of Fate. And, you know, most likely it'll probably happen on this weekend because it's basically the last shard summoning weekend, unless they do something weird and they do something here, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, like a midweek summon event, midweek summon deck. But it seems like the 18th, 19th, 20 makes sense. Plarium also seems to be being a little bit more aggressive in terms of placing the decks and the Hero's Path a little bit closer together. Like for example, we have the Champion Chase this weekend, and then last weekend we had a deck, and then next week we have a Hero's Path right away. So I don't know, we have a Hero's Path on the 10th, 11th, 12th. Would there be a summon event here, 17, 18, 19th, for example, this weekend? I don't know, maybe some, and then there'll be deck again. So it'll be Hero's Path and then followed by deck. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? Like it's kind of like, I don't know, they're not shy anymore with putting these events. They used to do it like maybe once a month, spread them out, but now the whole deck and Hero's Path thing is just part of a summon event, right? It's just interchangeable now. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in this summon event. Like I say, with most summon events that are not part of fusions and not part of like really good events like decks and stuff, it's probably a skip unless you're a big spender and you got lots of reserves. Or the other option is if you're close to Mercy and you're targeting one of the champions, ideally like a Void champion, because a Void champion on a 15x gives you a decent shot at it if you're close to Mercy. So basically, if you can guarantee yourself a legendary during the event, having it as your 15x gives you a decent shot at it, about a 20% shot. So a 1 in 5 chance of getting whatever you want. So in this case, for me, I would probably pick Yumiko, and if I was close to Mercy, I would get a 1 in 5 chance of pulling Yumiko, which would be, you know, as good as it's going to get most of the time. But I'm not close to Mercy, so this is a pass for me. But yeah, just letting you know what these events are about. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these events, what you guys are planning to do. Do you guys think that this is going to be paired with some kind of special summoning event, or it's just a totally random early week progressive event? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate your time as always. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.